Hey guys, and welcome to another weekly makeup basket. I'm sure you've seen these before, but if you haven't, this is basically where I pick my makeup for the week, incorporating products from project pans, use up projects, and cycling through the makeup in my stash. And I just put it all in a nice little basket, and it makes it so much easier for me to get ready in the morning. I just grab the basket, sit down, and away I go. So I'm just gonna jump right in and start with my eye makeup. I am still using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, which is not on my lap, it's off to the side here. So using the Urban Decay Primer Potion because I absolutely have to use an eye primer. As an eye base, I'm still working with the On and On Bronze from Maybelline. It's one of their colour tattoos. It's potentially their most famous. I believe it's called Badge of the Bronze in the States. And as you can see, I'm kind of clearing out this edge and working my way across. For actual eyeshadow, I'm still using the... oh, it's dropping things. I'm still using the Urban Decay Naked palette. And for a highlight, I'm using the Vintage Lace eyeshadow from Revlon, which is sadly discontinued, but it's just a matte off-white. Every brand pretty much does one. There just happens to not be a matte highlight in the Naked palette. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Soft Kohl in black. It's just a little baby one. I'm not sure if it's going to survive this week because it's getting so tiny. I mean, it almost entirely fits inside the cap. But I'll also be using the No. 7 Stay Precise liquid liner in black as well. For mascara, I'm going to be solely using the Sumptuous Extreme Mascara from Estee Lauder because the Chanel Volume de Chanel that I was using is getting really thick and clumpy and it's getting really difficult to work with, so I'm just kind of calling it quits with that one and just focusing on using this guy. And it got bright all of a sudden. Very bright. For my brows, I am using the No. 7 Beautiful Eyebrow Sculpting Pencil. It's just one of those ones with a spoolie on the end, and it's got kind of like an angled waxy pencil. It's, you know, similar to like Anastasia Brow Wiz and all that kind of jazz. It's just a more affordable and more accessible version that I could get my hands on. Now onto face. I'm still using the 17 Miracle Matte primer. I like to mix this in with my moisturizer. I like to mix it equal parts primer to moisturizer, and it just kind of it keeps my skin hydrated as well as control oil throughout the day, and it just helps my makeup last a little bit longer. I have used this as a primer before and it just does not work well with my makeup. I don't think my skin is oily enough to justify having a true mattifying primer. I'm also using the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I use this on my T-zone just to like fill in large pores, and it helps my makeup go on a lot smoother. For concealer, I'm still using these two guys. We have the Colorstay in Pale and the Touche Magique in Natural Beige. For foundation, I threw another foundation into the mix. I'm mixing the Teint Idole Ultra from Lancome with the Lingerie de Peau from Guerlain because I'm starting to self-tan now and I'm just sort of easing myself into darker foundations. By the time I'm properly tan, the Lancome will be finished and I can work in a darker foundation. I'm also mixing in an Illuminator. This is the Mememe, tongue-tied. The Beat the Blues in Sunbeam because I finished the Moonbeam last week. I'll even show you a little progress update actually. If you can see up there is a line. That's where I started in my finished 13 by Halloween, and that's where I am already. That's how quickly I go through this stuff, and I've only actually used it maybe 3 or 4 times since that video went live. So yeah, I'm making good progress on that one. For powders, I am using 2 powders still. For setting my makeup, I'm using the what you called the Perfect Light Pressed Powder from number 7. I did repress it a little while ago. It's made it a little bit powderier, and I can pick up a lot more product on my brush, and that's why I use it just to set my face, because I don't want it to travel with me in case it breaks in my makeup bag. But for travelling, I do have the One Heck of a blotting powder from Soap and Glory. I don't know if you guys can see, there's just this line of indent in the centre. It's not even all the way around, it's just a line. Because the brush that I use with it, if I can find it, this one, this is the brush that I use with it, and it just kind of just fits in there. I just go side to side and I'm creating kind of a line, a bar dip. So that's that one. As far as blush goes, I'm still working on the e.l.f. HD blush. I drew a line roughly where I started. I went back and looked at the video, and this is how much I've used in like a month. It's impressive, even for me. But yeah, a little bit of this goes a really long way, but when you're using it every day, you go through this surprisingly fast. It's just a really nice sort of neutral petal pink kind of colour, and is good to wear under a blush or just on foundation with a little bit of setting powder over the top for like a natural glow. Really enjoying using this. But for powder blush, I decided to kind of step away from my Project Pan blushes for a little bit. I was getting a little bit fed up with them, and I pulled out the Max Factor Classic Pink blush, and I do have a little swatch of that there for you. It's also what I have on my cheeks at the moment. I think I'm a little bit washed out with the bright sunshine. But yeah, this is like an old favourite of mine. I absolutely love this blush. If they were to discontinue it, I will be so upset. It's kind of like a more wearable version of Orgasm. It has very little, it has no glitter in it. It has a slight shimmer to give it a sheen to it, to your cheeks. But it's just a beautiful corally pink shade, and I adore it. I freaking adore it. As far as highlight and bronzer go, I'm still using the Face Contour Kit in Light. I'm not using any cream bronzers this week. I just wanted to pare down my makeup a little bit. So I'm just using the contour kit, and I hit pan on my highlight. I'm so super happy. I hit pan on it this morning, which is awesome. I'm absolutely in love with this highlight. I will swatch it again for you, even though I think I must swatch this every time I post this video. Oh, it's beautiful. If you're on a budget and you want a killer highlight, get the Sleek Contour Kit, because I think it's only like, it's either like $6.99 or $7.99. It's really good value for money, because you know you're getting a highlight and a bronzer. It's awesome. On to lip products. I do have 2 lip combinations and a wildcard entry. So for the combinations, the first one is NYX Natural with Fashionistas Cinnamon. That's those two there. It's natural on the top and cinnamon on the bottom. And then the second pairing is another e.l.f. matte lip pencil. This is in Praline. It's a beautiful like raisin colour, and I just dropped it on the floor. Oops. And then over the top we have Tuscany. So there is Praline and there is Tuscany, and I've been using the Tuscany lip gloss a lot lately, and with me layering it over lots of different lipstick, it's kind of started to change the colour ever so slightly, and I like it because it's kind of like, it's personalised the lip gloss, it's made it mine, and I don't know, it kind of makes me happy that I have something a little bit unique. So I like to layer those two together, and it just kind of makes a really nice sort of 90s lip with a little bit of a sheen, because sometimes the e.l.f. matte lip pencils can be a little bit too matte by themselves, particularly Praline because it is a darker shade. And my wild card is a more recent purchase. This is one of the Revolution makeup lipsticks. It's one of the hashtag lip hug lipsticks in Who We Are, and it's what I have on my lips at the moment. I do have a first impressions video coming for these, and I will be doing another haul video later this month. I know. I thought I was done, and then I went and blew my beauty budget. There's a swatch of it. It is a gorgeous sheer red colour, or you can build it up for a high shine impact, which is what I have going on right here. I will probably take it off before I go to work though, because it doesn't quite go with the makeup I'm wearing. I will swap out for one of my more neutral lip combinations. So that's my makeup bag for the week. Let me know what you're looking forward to using, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.